The 7th anniversary of Fidel Castro's death commemorates in Vientiane. The Cuban ambassador to Laos, Mrs. Vientiane, said Fidel was a deep-thinking pioneer who made the idea of making a Cuban revolution a reality face of the greatest of the enemies. The Embassy of the Republic of Cuba to Laos held the Friend of Cuba ceremony to commemorate on occasion of the 7th anniversary of Fidel Castro's death in Vientiane. Attending the ceremony were the alumni from Cuba and representatives from Ministry of Education and Sports, Lao-Cuban Friendship Association, and relevant officials. Cuban ambassador to Laos, Mrs. Vientiane, said that Fidel Castro rules one of the most exceptional men in the history of Cuba and Latin America. Known throughout the world, he was a deep-thinking pioneer who made the idea of making a Cuban revolution a reality face of the greatest of enemies. Fidel was a giant of all times in his vision on different issues that led to putting Cuba on high with its social achievements. In education, science, culture, sports, and in international relations, he led the struggles for a better world. Madame Cuban Ambassador to Laos, Anna, said, although his physical presence is no longer with us, but his words, his example, his teachings, and his legacy endure forever. His mark of selfless aid and cooperation with the countries that reached their independence and with all over the world is expressed in the training of more than 24,000 professional students graduated in Cuba in various specialties, including our Lao friends, and in our modest contribution and collaboration maintained despite a cruel economic blockade that lasts for more than 60 years. She said although he could no longer appear unexpectedly with his long, firm steps in the place of greatest danger, recognized and loved by the people of Cuba and friends, respected by his enemies. Currently, Cuba Embassy provides the scholarship to 10 students study in Cuba for every year. Laos and Cuba established diplomatic relations on November 4, 1974, and the two countries are preparing to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations in 2024.